In this video, you will find out about magnetic force and the source of magnetic force. Let me ask you an interesting question to introduce the concept. Your earphones will repel each other when you bring them closer. What is the reason for this? What force makes them to move away? Yes. The reason is that they magnets inside. These magnets exert force on each other, called magnetic force. Let me ask you another question. When you bring north pole of a magnet near to north pole of other magnet, or south pole of a magnet near to south pole of other magnet, they repel each other. Again, the question is why? Well, because each magnet exerts repulsive force on other magnet. Two north poles repel each other. Two south poles repel each other. In general, you can say that like poles repel. But if you bring opposite poles, north and south poles, closer, they attract each other. Again, the question is why? Yes. The opposite poles exert attractive force between them. So, it is clear that unlike poles attract. People often remember this rule more simply as opposites attract. Unlike poles attract. Another interesting part of this topic is that when you bring a magnet near iron nails or iron filings, they are attracted by the magnet. What force makes iron nails to move towards magnet? Yes. It is the magnetic force, exerted by magnet on iron nails. What is magnetic force? It is the force exerted by magnet on other magnetic materials. I have another question to ask you. Is magnetic force a contact force or non-contact force? Well, let me tell you one example to get the answer for this question. When you bring a magnet near the refrigerator, the magnet is pulled towards the refrigerator from a distance. Now you can give the answer for this question. Is magnetic force a contact force or non-contact force? Well, magnetic force is a non-contact force. Why? Because magnetic force is exerted by the magnet from a distance, without a direct contact between the magnet and the refrigerator. The next question, what is the source for this magnetic force? Though you will study about this in detail, in higher levels, you should know the basic reason for the existence of magnetic force. You know that electrons are revolving around the nucleus in an atom. Magnetic force is the result of spinning of electrons in the atoms of magnetic materials. If electrons spin in the same direction, strong magnetic field is produced. But magnetic field effect will be cancelled if the electrons spin in the opposite directions. It is clear that magnetic force is the result of spinning of electrons. Let's summarize everything. Number 1, like poles repel. Two north poles repel and two south poles repel each other. Number 2, unlike poles attract or opposites attract. North and south poles attract each other. Number 3, what is magnetic force? Magnetic force is the force exerted by magnet on other objects like iron. Number 4, the source of magnetic force is the spinning of electrons. Hope you understood about magnetic force and the source of magnetic force.